Oi oi everyone, no respawns. Happy Halloween if you're watching this live. So in this video, I'm going to give you a tour of a graveyard that we made during a live stream on Friday. It was quite fun. I haven't actually done a live building in quite a while, and I had my idea of this one for quite a bit, because I wanted something that effectively my actual player home is in the shelter, you can see it in the back. But then I wanted to kind of make a unique outside for it, and given that it's the spooky month and the spooky day, I wanted to have a graveyard. I'm quite pleased with how this turned out, actually, because we don't have much, because I wanted it to look kind of a little bit more lore-friendly, a little bit less over the top. Like, I've got a few kind of what I'd say is 76 style stuff, which is a little bit more colourful, a little bit more silly, but I did try and make it look kind of fairly muted. Like, I wanted this to be a nice area people can stumble across, and yeah, it turned out really, really well. Let me show you where we are. So, I mean, I always build here, but just in case you don't know where we are, we're just here, so just south of the crosshair. It's a really, really nice location, very flat. Just as an FYI, this area here can be a little bit hard to build on, just because the way this cliff face interacts with the ground. You'll have things sinking, basically. But other than that, it's pretty grand, so let's pop inside. So yeah, this was done during a live stream, so obviously I don't have a build video on it. I might do that sometimes, because it was quite fun to kind of just vibe and chat to people while building. But not all the time, because obviously we do want build videos. I made a point of using kind of more or less all of the new Halloween bits, and they worked out quite well. I do sort of wish that those gravestones were a bit bigger, or at least we maybe had like bigger versions of each one, because they are a little bit wee. But I tended to kind of supplement when I wanted a grave with like a kind of statue, or you see there, that one. To be fair, the Mothman one does look a little bit silly, but this one I quite like the way it looks. It's like I buried Fort Boy in there. And obviously I've got the shrine to Earl here. And one thing I do like about this one is this is the first time I've made really good use of the trees. So I don't remember, I think I just picked them up and have like barely used them, but these, you've actually got winter, fall and summer versions of these trees, and this area especially, they work so well because it sort of looks like this area's been cleared out, like the interior's been tidied up to an extent, and then the trees have been allowed to kind of grow on the outside. Realistically, I imagine maybe some of these trees wouldn't actually be able to grow because those giant trees would take all the moisture, but let's not overthink it too much. Also, I've mentioned this before, but this kind of Halloween house set is my favourite building set I've ever done. The reason being is because it's not overtly Halloween themed, it's just, it just looks old, which is fantastic. These little gazebo things I made, I originally was going to have like that inside a crypt, but then I just started making this. I was like, that just looks so nice. Like, you can imagine someone, you know, just coming here and just kind of contemplating things. It's very cool. It's all vibes, this, which is grand. I do like this little area as well. Never occurred to me to put the witch's bowl there. To be honest, that was more a little bit of a Halloween thing. I might actually remove that when the Halloween side stops, but also it might just smother more pumpkins around, I'm not gonna lie. It's very cool. Also, I never knew this did this. See this? I've had this since last Halloween, not before. No idea that it did that at all. Literally happened to see one in Halsey's camp, went, oh, I can interact with that, and pressed the button, and I was like, oh, had no idea. I've also got this well, which I do like. Same kind of thing. Very spooky. Quite spooky, in fact. But yeah, no, this was cool. I just thoroughly enjoyed making this, and it's nice kind of making, as I said, effectively, you know, like my actual camp is, you know, where I'm buried right here. And I quite like that. I've had like a couple of plushies as well. I always have to have Graham and my sheep squatch, but I tried to keep it a little bit more muted, and it turned out quite well. Anyway, I hope you guys liked that, gave you a few ideas. I'd be really keen to see what people have done for Halloween. I've been receiving loads of pictures of people's camps on Twitter. If you don't have Twitter, what you can do is, if you have Instagram, you can just tag me in the post. It's just no respawns on Instagram. I do sometimes read the links that people link in the comments, but generally I try and avoid clicking links because, you know, paranoid. But so ideally, if you don't have Twitter, tag me on Instagram, or just, you know, tweet me a video and or post a video, and I will try and look if I have the time. But yes, this looks quite cool. Let's close that gate, give you another look-see from the top. Oh, it's so nice. It's so vibes. I like this, and I just love this area as well. I love the way those trees look, to the point where I'm probably going to see if I can implement them a lot more in my builds, because I've always been a little bit against using them. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy your weekend. If you are watching this live, hopefully you've had a good Halloween. I've had one so far. I'm going to go see a spooky movie later. It should be grand. As always, I'll be making another video kind of the latter side of next week, as well as streaming. I'm going to try and stream anecdotally twice a week, but at least once a week. We'll probably do another Fallout 3 one, I think. And I might try and throw in a Fallout 76 one now and then, just because it is nice to just sort of vibe. And also, I'm often spending hours building stuff anyway, and at least that way you guys can watch me. But until that point, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll speak to you lovely bunch soon. You take care.